Earlier in this section, we talked about this package, java.util.function. This is where we have all these functional interfaces in Java. I told you that the list may appear overwhelming, but the concept behind this list is actually very simple. All these interfaces fall into 4 categories. We have consumers, suppliers, functions, and predicates. So all the interfaces you saw are specializations of these 4 types of functional interfaces. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about a special type of function called binary operator. This addition operator we have here is an example of a binary operator because it has 2 operands and returns a single result. Now we can represent this concept, this operation, using the binary operator interface. Now, as you can see, this interface extends the bifunction interface. So the binary operator interface is a special type of function. It's a function that takes 2 arguments of type T and returns a result of type T. Now, just like the other interfaces, we have primitive specializations of this interface. For example, we have int binary operator that takes 2 primitive integers and returns an integer. Now, let me show you how to use the binary operator interface. So let's declare a binary operator of integer, call it add, and set it to a lambda expression like this. Here we need 2 parameters, so we should wrap them in parentheses. We can call them a and b, then add the lambda operator and return a plus b. As simple as that. Now, because the binary operator is a special type of the function interface, here we have the apply method, so we can pass 1 and 2, get the result, and store it over here. Now, in this example, we are working with primitive integers, so these primitive integers have to be auto-boxed inside instances of the integer class. So if you're dealing with a large number of primitive integers, it is more efficient to use the int binary operator interface, okay? Now, let's make this more interesting. Let's say we want to represent this operation. We have 2 arguments, like a and b. First, we want to add them together, so a plus b, and then we want to get the square of the result. Now, to model this, we should have 2 small functions, each representing 1 operation, and then compose them. So here's the first function. Now let's create a function to get the square of a number. That is pretty easy. So function of integer and integer. So this function takes an integer and returns another integer. We call it square and set it to a lambda like this. A goes to a times a. We can use function composition to represent this operation. So first we add these numbers, and then we square the result. Now, if we print the result, we should see 9. There you go. So this is how we can use the binary operator interface in Java.